New research is challenging a long-standing belief that declining sexual performance in men is simply a natural result of aging or a drop in testosterone. Instead, scientists are now turning their attention to a less obvious but potentially more powerful factor: blood sugar. Specifically, even mildly elevated glucose levels, while below the threshold of diabetes, may be quietly undermining men's sexual health, impairing both erectile function and sperm quality. This revelation is both unsettling and hopeful. It suggests that many men might be able to preserve or even restore sexual vitality, not by chasing testosterone treatments or accepting aging as destiny, but by focusing on a more manageable and often reversible condition: metabolic health. The idea that sugar plays a central role in sexual decline isn't entirely new, but this latest research pushes the boundaries further. Men who are otherwise healthy but have slightly elevated fasting blood sugar or post-meal glucose spikes are showing early signs of endothelial dysfunction, the subtle damage to blood vessels that impairs the blood flow necessary for erections. Since erectile function is one of the first places where vascular problems reveal themselves, it may act as a warning light for larger systemic issues like insulin resistance, inflammation, and oxidative stress. What's alarming is that these problems can start years before a man is diagnosed with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. In other words, you don't need to be sick to experience the sexual consequences of sugar. At the same time, researchers are also finding that glucose metabolism has a direct effect on sperm quality. High blood sugar levels may disrupt hormonal signaling, reduce testosterone production in the testes, and impair the mitochondria in sperm cells, the energy engines that power mobility and fertilization. This creates a scenario where fertility declines even when other markers like libido or muscle mass appear normal. For couples trying to conceive, this can lead to frustration and confusion, especially if traditional hormone levels appear within range. And for men not focused on fatherhood, it still raises a broader question. If sugar is damaging reproductive cells at the microscopic level, what else might it be doing silently over time? The good news, however, is that blood sugar is modifiable. Unlike fixed factors like age or genetics, glucose levels can be influenced by diet, exercise, sleep, and stress management. Men who adopt a lower glycemic lifestyle, reducing refined carbohydrates, added sugars, and ultra-processed foods, often report improvements in energy, mood, and yes, sexual performance. Regular physical activity enhances insulin sensitivity, improves circulation, and lowers inflammation, which can in turn support better erectile function and hormonal balance. Even modest weight loss in overweight individuals can result in noticeable benefits, often without the need for medications or hormone therapy. But here's the warning: because the damage can be silent and cumulative, many men don't notice the impact until it's advanced. By the time erectile dysfunction becomes persistent or fertility problems emerge, the underlying metabolic dysfunction may be more difficult to reverse. This is why early intervention matters. Routine screening of fasting glucose, hemoglobin A1C, and postprandial glucose spikes, sometimes using tools like continuous glucose monitors, can help men catch problems before they spiral. Sexual symptoms, rather than being dismissed as signs of aging, should be seen as potential red flags of deeper health imbalances. In a culture that often attributes male sexual decline to age or low testosterone, this new perspective offers both a reality check and a source of empowerment. Sugar, not time, may be the real thief of virility, and it's one that men can fight back against. The key is to shift the narrative from inevitability to action. By treating blood sugar like the high-stakes biomarker it is, men may not only safeguard their sexual health, but also reduce their long-term risk of cardiovascular disease, dementia, and other chronic conditions linked to metabolic dysfunction. What starts in the bedroom could end up being a life-saving wake-up call.